My name is Darren Sutton. On behalf of Perfect Game, as our national spokesman, I am thrilled to be here to announce the Perfect Game All-American Classic, after our very challenging year last year, is returning to Petco Park, and that's why we're here tonight. It's the 12th year it's been at Petco Park. The relationship that Perfect Game has with the San Diego Padres is unmatched. We are thrilled to have it back in this beautiful city. With the partnership with the San Diego Padres and the best 50 players, 50 to 55 players in the United States and North America, and the Caribbean as well, will be named. They will play in the All-American Classic, nationally televised, streamed on Perfect Game TV, on SiriusXM MLB Network Radio, August 22nd, 5 o'clock Pacific, Petco Park. Man, we're glad to be back. We loved where we went last year, but we're glad to be home. Really glad to have this game back home. 14th year overall it's been in San Diego. And when you think about the alumni of this game, it's a who's who. This is a pro preview. This is a draft preview. 221 Major League Baseball players have played in this game and made their way to the Major Leagues after being All-American Classic members. 228 first-round picks have come out of this game. This, the 19th game with 228 first-round picks. We've got some great guests we're going to hear from. First of all, representing the San Diego Padres and Perfect Game as one of the voices and the host for the All-American Classic. Big round of applause for Trevor Hoffman. Of course, the partnership with RADY Children's Hospital means so much. And the lives that have been touched, certainly honored to be near the folks at RADY's and the dynamic work that they do. It's important for PG and the PG Cares Foundation. Their director of philanthropy is Paige MADDUX. She is here today. I'm going to save you to the end, okay? The CEO of Perfect Game is Brad Clement, and we're glad to be here with him today. The executive director of the Perfect Game Cares Foundation is Jennifer Ford. And this year, our game is presented, the Perfect Game All-American Classic, not just this year, but this year for a whole generation to come, by Top Chops Beef Jerky. And of course, the founder and CEO of Top Chops, Dusty JAQUINS. Dusty, thanks for being here today. We're proud of this game. We're proud of the philanthropic efforts. You're going to hear about some of those efforts, but really proud of the impact this game has had. If you think about the San Diego Padres that will play out here tonight, obviously Ryan Weathers working his way back, pitched in huge post games last year, postseason games for the Padres last year. He's a PG All-American. Trent Grisham is a PG All-American. Eric Hosmer is a PG All-American. And every single player that's on the Padres roster that played baseball in North America has Perfect Game experience. So we're proud of the tie with the San Diego Padres. In this ballpark, by the way, Nolan Gorman, top prospect for the Cardinals, homered in the Classic. He's on his way to the big leagues. And Joey Gallo hit a baseball in the game that landed right here behind me. It was, as a high schooler, Gallo has gone on to the major leagues as well. I'd like to introduce the CEO of Perfect Game. He'll speak first, Brad Clement.
Thank you, Darren. Just to echo what Darren said, on behalf of Perfect Game, we are thrilled to be back in San Diego. It definitely is home. So thank you to the city, to the Padres, and to the citizens and fans who have supported this event and amateur baseball and softball so well over the generations. We're thrilled to bring the next wave, as Darren mentioned, of professional players to you. Some will go to college, some will be drafted in next year's draft and start their professional careers. Our founder and still very active president, Jerry Ford, did some research about the impact of Perfect Game and this game for the Padres, and Darren already mentioned some of it. There are 4 Perfect Game All-Americans on the active roster. There are 3 of those 4 played in the game here at Petco. 1 was at another venue. On the 40-man roster, plus the 4 top prospects as rated in the Padres minor league system, there are 8 more Perfect Game All-Americans that are right on the cusp of joining the Padres here at Petco. And all together, on those cumulative rosters, the 40-man roster and those top prospects, they have played in a total of 228 Perfect Game events. So we appreciate that relationship that Darren was talking about. And we couldn't do it without our partners. Darren introduced Dusty and Top Chop, the presented by sponsor, and they're taking this event to another level. and the other national sponsors that make it so worthwhile for us to come out here and also add to the swag that all of our players receive. Rawlings Sporting Goods, the longest term partner that we have, Oakley Sunglasses, Yeti, Diamond Kinetics, New Balance, and G-Form. All national partners that are integrally involved with the All-American Classic. And then, of course, the cause of the game, as was mentioned, and you'll hear more about soon, Rady Children's Hospital. Jennifer and I speak early and often with the players about Rady Children's Hospital, and we give them a survey at the end of the event, and almost to a player, we ask them, what's the most meaningful part? This park is awesome. The game is beyond belief, being on national television and all of that. But to a person, they say the involvement with Rady Children's Hospital, and we couldn't be happier about that. So thank you, and we look forward to August 22.
And it's not just the partnership with Rady that is very important, although that's where it really starts and finishes for this event. But the growth of the Perfect Game Cares Foundation with the vision of Jerry Ford and their executive director, Jennifer Ford, is also about making the game available for those who wouldn't otherwise be able to play. That 7-8% narrative that you hear about the diversity at the major league level with African American players, that's not what's going on in the amateur game, not right now. There's a movement, there's a change amongst the game. And between those that are struggling at a place like Rady, Perfect Game wants to be a part of it, but making the game available as well for those who might not otherwise be allowed to play this game, might not have the resources. That's where Jennifer Ford steps in and the PG Cares Foundation. Jennifer?
Thank you. On behalf of Perfect Game and the Perfect Game Cares Foundation, we are so delighted to be returning to our home here in San Diego for the 2021 All-American Classic. Our long-standing support from the San Diego Padres and the entire San Diego community continues to offer us a wonderful home for this amazing event. We want to acknowledge the incredible work, especially in the year of COVID, that the team at Rady Children's Hospital does day in and day out to support the amazing children like Carter and his family. We are proud to continue our support throughout this event for Rady Children's Hospital, and we're secretly hoping for another record-breaking year. Simply put, these little warriors deserve our help. We will once again extend free tickets to all San Diego families for our game on August 22nd. We hope to see all families from the area turn out in droves to see the superstars of this game in the future. In addition, and this is really important, so I hope you spread the word, we will be hosting a free youth kids camp on Thursday, August 19th for all San Diego area children 12 and under. We will be bringing multiple MLB guys, and I hear Trevor's gonna be with us that day for sure. For more information on that, please visit our website, perfectgamecares.org, to register for this once-in-a-lifetime experience. In closing, it is my personal honor to introduce you to a very special person, our presenting sponsor of the Perfect Game All-American Classic and a very big supporter of all of our initiatives for underserved youth with PG Cares, Top Chops Beef Jerky founder, Dusty JAQUINS.
Hello, San Diego. We are really excited to be here and to participate with Perfect Game and Perfect Game Cares. This opportunity came to us several months ago, and just working with the organization and finding out what they're about, understanding what they do with Perfect Game Cares, what they're doing for the children, what they're teaching the young baseball players. And it's one of those things that we just couldn't turn down. We're excited about the opportunity to be out here, be the presenting sponsor. We'll be involved in other things with the Perfect Game Cares, the Perfect Game organization. We also have our own charity, charity, the Top Chop Stampede. What that is, it's going to be a stampede across America to stamp out child hunger. And so one day we'll be doing that 5K, 10K right here in San Diego, and we'll be soliciting all the support of your community. So, and as Darren said earlier, this is not a one-year thing. We're hoping that this is we're for 5 years anyway, but we hope to make it generations where we're participating here in your community and helping every way that we can. So thanks for letting us be here. We appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing y'all in August.
Representing Rady Children's Hospital, and she's got a special guest. I think this is why we all get excited to be here. Paige MADDUX is here. Paige?
Thanks, Darren. Rady Children's Hospital is a 551 pediatric care facility, making it the largest in California. Each year, we treat more than 237,000 patients, and that's enough to fill the stadium about 6 times. We believe in the power of philanthropy to save lives, and it's great to have our young athletes on board that share the same mission. Since 2006, Perfect Game has raised nearly $900,000 for the Peckham Center for Cancer and Blood Disorders. Because of this investment, we're able to provide life-saving technology, research, and maintain a healing environment for every family that walks through our doors. Today, we're very lucky to be joined by Carter Santos and his family, and I'd love to invite him up to share a few words about his journey at Rady Children's. Please welcome Carter Santos.
Hello, I'm Carter Santos.
It's okay. Just take a big deep breath. Great. Yeah, you're good. Okay, look at me. It's for all the kids, okay? Okay, let me do this for you. Yeah, you stand with me. Come here. Yeah. Come here. Come on. Sorry. Hey, can you wipe your tears? Let me look up. Look up. Look up. I'm going to read for you. Hello. I am Carter Santos's mom. I'm going to speak on behalf of him. My name is Carter Santos. I am 8 years old and in treatment at the Peckham Center. Thank you to Rady Children's Hospital, the Peckham Center, the San Diego Padres, and the Perfect Game for raising money for kids like me. Beating cancer took strength and courage. I am inspired by athletes like Manny Machado and Tatis Jr. as an example of working hard and pushing through the hard stuff. One day, I hope to play under the big lights. But until then, I will keep crushing leukemia.
Well, we love when we come here, and I can't wait to learn more of your story, young man, and the heroism you've provided. We'll be sharing that story, and on the national broadcast, we'll share his story as well, Carter. Thank you. One of the great hosts of this event opens up as an ambassador of this city to us. He's been an integral part in growing the relationship between the Padres and Perfect Game, and he's one of us as well on the Perfect Game side. Ladies and gentlemen, Trevor Hoffman.
Thanks, Carter. Appreciate you sharing, buddy. You're an inspiration for all of us, too, man. It's awesome to have you here. Being able to see your heroes and know the fight that you're in, you give us a lot of inspiration as well. So thanks for being here, pal. If you guys listen really carefully, though, there's some stuff still reverberating off these buildings, and I think it sounds a little bit like Sweep L.A., Sweep L, something like that. I think that's how it goes. But the boy, there you go. I heard it back there. Listen, I'm super proud to be a part of the Perfect Game organization. It lines up quite well with the Perfect Game Cares organization as well. And as one, there's just amazing work that happens. Jennifer, you worked tirelessly through a pandemic to maintain the integrity and the commitment to the young children that need our help. Brad, just persevering through an incredible year with situations that we didn't know we were going to handle. Dusty, thank you for stepping up and being our presenting sponsor. This is an amazing organization, and I can already see the fit's going to be incredible. All the numbers and stats that I was going to talk about, our silky smooth MC guy, Darren, just once again nailed it. Kind of goes without saying that this game is a stepping stone for guys like Mikey here that are going to one day push their way to the big leagues. The numbers, like I said, are incredible. The Major League rosters are littered with players that have been a part of this game, and the experience that they get from their journey through the summer that culminates here at Petco Park, having been here 14 years, is unlike any other. Oklahoma City was a nice little deviation last year. They hosted us tremendously well, but we're awfully happy to be back here at Petco. San Diego is an amazing spot with ownership that has gotten behind this organization and what this game means and what these players are all about. And Ron Fowler and Peter Seiler are big supporters, and they always are pushing AJ Preller to get involved with our amateurs, and that's not a hard thing to do because he's always out and about looking at the next generation and finding the next players out there. And so us as an organization are super pleased to be a part of it. So thanks for having us.
And so without further ado, the first member of the 2021 Perfect Game All-American Classic roster will be named today. He's joined by his mom, Melissa, if we're going to introduce immediate family. Dad, Big Mike, sis, Sophia, Grandpa Umberto is here. Family is here, immediate family, friends that have come to support him. This young man was a member of Perfect Game's 14U Select Festival back in 2018. Not too far from here is Menifee, California. That's his home. He plays his travel ball for the San Diego show. He's a hometown travel ball guy, and he has a very busy summer ahead of him, playing at multiple events around the United States and also being a member of the Perfect Game All-American Classic. I knew that he was serious about the game when 2 years ago he played up at an event for seniors only as a sophomore. He went to an event in Jupiter, Florida with the best players in the country at the spring training complex for the Cardinals and Marlins and was all tournament as a sophomore when every other sophomore that would have taken that on would have shrunk to that kind of competition. Velocity mid-90s consistently, he handled it. He was all tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, the first member of the 2021 Perfect Game All-American Classic from the San Diego show, from this part of the world. Let's give a big round of applause for Mikey Romero. Got a few words in you?
I just really want to thank, first and foremost, Perfect Game for giving kids like me this opportunity to play at the highest level and to compete at the highest level. I want to thank Rady Children's Hospital. They're a big part of this, and kids like Carter are the reason why I keep going and I keep grinding. I want to thank my family. I want to thank all my coaches, and thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
Now those two legendary softball players have to go by the label, the Sisters of Mikey Romero. That's how it's going to go as you're a Perfect Game All-American. Well, those that are members of the media that came out, Mikey's going to be available, Trevor, to answer any of your questions as well. We'll keep the folks up here for a photo op for anyone that wants to get it on behalf of the Padres and Perfect Game. But we can't wait until the game. Again, nationally broadcast, obviously satellite radio, streamed on Perfect Game TV. We've launched our own network. It's an app as well that you can find on your smart TV and smartphone. We're thrilled about the game. 5 o'clock Pacific, August 22nd, Petco Park. Thanks for coming out. We're here to announce it's back, the Perfect Game All-American Classic. Thank you, guys.
I believe the first time I ever watched this game was in 2015. I remember it was all the crazy neon-colored jerseys. It was the top players in the country in one spot competing and having fun. And I remember watching Nick Allen make a diving play at shortstop when I was here watching it. That's the first time I ever heard of this All-American game. I was in bed still, and it was about 9 a.m. I had just started waking up. I was still a little asleep. And my mom came in my room, and she was freaking out. She goes, Mikey, you're a PG All-American. And I was like, what? No way. Like, are you serious? And then, me and her just both, started tearing up because, hard work has, paid off. And yeah, it was awesome. Defensively, I'm gonna bring a lot to the table. I'm gonna make the play. I'm gonna get outs for you. Offensively, I'm gonna put the barrel on the baseball. I'm gonna hit hardline drives. I'm gonna occasionally lift one over the fence. But the biggest part of my game is the energy, I'd say. Just the competitiveness, the energy that I bring to the table. I think that really helps me in my game, and just being mentally always prepared. When I was 14 years old at the Perfect Game Select Fest, it was honestly what made that the most memorable trip I've ever been on. Seeing those kids struggle, it really put a chip on my shoulder to always just play hard and do everything I can in my power to just help those kids and also just play at the best of my ability. And I think taking a day out of your year, one day out of your 365 days to just give it back to the community and help those kids out, make their day, I think it's a big part of the game.